know it is always a great day when you're with Georgia Republicans, but look at this crowd. Isn't this wonderful? You ought to be mighty, mighty proud of gathering here, and I am so honored to be able to join you today. I represent the 6th District. How's the 6th District folks over here? You know what a difference a year makes, huh? One of the best things about the last election and the best things about 2011 is that Nancy Pelosi is no longer Speaker of the House. And that was thanks to you and millions of other Americans like you and a Tea Party movement that took the nation by storm and recognized that we needed to turn the country around. You all elected 87 new Republican freshman members of the House of Representatives. And you know what? 37 of those folks had never run for any office before in their life. Nothing. They recognized, as you did at some point over the last 2 or 4 years, they woke up one morning and they said, what the heck is going on here? We're losing our country. What can I do? And what they could do in their district was to run for the House of Representatives, and they did, and they're changing the dynamic in Washington with their inspiration, with their patriotism, and with their love of country and what they recognize to be fundamental principles that we need to move forward on in this nation. And you know what? The Georgia delegation is working just as hard as we can to make certain that those kind of fundamental principles move forward. But the Democrats, you know what the Democrats did? They re-elected Nancy Pelosi as their leader. Can you believe that? And they did so. What that does is confirms for you and for me and for every single American that they are intent on moving away from those fundamental principles. Pelosi and Reid and Obama, they want to continue to move in the wrong direction. They got more in store. I don't know if you've heard about the National Labor Relations Board and what they're doing to Boeing right now. What they have done is told Boeing, a private company, that you cannot move your manufacturing business, part of your manufacturing business, from Washington State to South Carolina, because you know why? It might hurt union membership. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the danger of a political economy, and it is part and parcel of what this White House is all about, and it's wrong. And then you got the EPA that's out there every day passing regulations, promulgating regulations to destroy jobs across this country, and it's wrong. And you got a president who doesn't recognize that the energy solutions are right within our own borders. So what's he do? He goes down to Brazil, stands with the Brazilian president and says, we want to take our taxpayer money and help you drill off the coast of Brazil. Oh, and by the way, we aren't going to do it off our own coast. And what we want to do is be your best customer. And what we say to the president is, nonsense, you're out of your mind. And as Congressman Kingston said, the last thing that we need is to allow Obamacare to become fully implemented. And we're going to do everything we can to pull it out by its roots and destroy Obamacare and make certain that we repeal it and replace it with patient-centered solutions. And they're continuing to work on spending, this administration and Pelosi and Reid, and they're working to bankrupt this entire country, and we are not going to let it happen. Do we have challenges? Absolutely. But ladies and gentlemen, I promise you that there isn't a single challenge that we face that can't be solved by sticking to fundamental American principles. Fundamental American principles. Greater freedom, lower taxes, less spending, smaller government. Sticking to the Constitution and the rule of law will allow us to move forward in the way that's necessary to allow our kids and our grandkids to have the bright future that we've had. So I want to leave you with a few challenges for 2012. Just a couple challenges, minor work after 2010, right? We need to increase our numbers in the House of Representatives. At the federal level, we need to make certain that we take back the United States Senate, take a majority in the United States Senate. And we must, as a country, make certain that this president, President Obama, is a one-term president. And I know that the only way we can make that happen is together. Together and sticking to fundamental American principles will allow that to happen. And I know that every single one of you understands that together, we as the Georgia Republican Party will do our part to make certain that we do those three things. That we increase numbers in the House, take back the Senate, make Obama a one-term president. God bless you. God bless America. Keep fighting for freedom.